BoomBox last year as well. What do you have to say about this new genre of music, the meeting of Bollywood and hip hop that Royal Stag BoomBox has put together?
Firstly, good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute pleasure to be a part of this wonderful this press meet today that we are having, and I'm such a fortunate one that I'm sitting next to such amazing artists. Um, Royal Stag BoomBox is one of the most exciting collaborations that I have done because I have been part of pop and Bollywood music बहुत सालों से. But for me, when I listen to hip hop music, I relate to it, but I didn't know how to be a part of it. So thanks to Royal Stag BoomBox that I am now collaborating with a hip hop artist. So I think it's the best collaboration when it comes to a melody meets a hip hop. और last year भी जब मैंने collaborate किया था with EPR and we really enjoyed the process. We sat down together, we recorded the song together, then we performed the song together, we made a music video, and I think that's what एक artist को वही चाहिए, that you collaborate together, you make a music video, and then you perform that same song in front of thousands of audience and people who consume this kind of music. So I'm looking forward that season 2 will be even bigger and we'll bring some amazing tracks for everybody.
Great, we're looking forward.
Hi Neeti, welcome to Stalwarts of Music with Aditya Veera. It's such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, Aditya. Thanks for having me.
So let's get started with the topic of interest, the Royal Stag BoomBox initiative. A lot of initiatives start out with a great ideology in terms of cross-genre collaborations, but it gets faded over time and gets forgotten in terms of the music. So how are you going to approach that side of things in terms of this particular initiative?
Well, Royal Stag BoomBox is bringing a new sound to our youth. And, hip hop is something that has traveled across to our country, and our youth is consuming it because they feel like they are relating to the lyrics, to the music, to the beats, and they're grooving to it.
Right.
So I feel the concept of this platform of BoomBox is very unique, and it's about bringing to very different artists who are in different space of music and bringing them together, and when they collaborate, something totally unexpected comes out. So the idea is to surprise the audience and bring something out of the box. And that is BoomBox.
Got it. And I believe you were part of this initiative last year as well.
Yes.
So what are some of the changes and objectives that you might have for this year?
So last year I collaborated with EPR, who's really big in hip hop scene, and it was my first time. So we recorded the song together. We were jamming together, and he used to fly out from Kolkata all the way to Mumbai to record and to discuss the ideas, and then we shot the music video together. And I think what I discovered was how passionate EPR is about his writing, and what surprised me and shocked me totally was his knowledge of the language, the command that he has over Urdu.
Okay.
And he is a South Indian and living in Kolkata.
Right.
And his writing is like hardcore. That rap was in Urdu.
Oh, wow.
Dashte tanhai and those kind of words. And I had to ask him, what does it mean? Because I sing in Hindi and other languages, but this was very intense. So what surprised me was that, wow, his love for language is, and he's such a purist that if he wants to write something, and this song was about writer's block. So even the idea, the thought of the song, the language, the sound of the song was so different. I had not sounded like that before.
Yeah.
So the entire experience was so different and memorable, and that's what I look forward to. Like I remember singing for Bombay Velvet many years ago, and entire album was 60s jazz, and it was obviously fiction because we had to create a world of 60s jazz in Hindi. Because that time people were consuming jazz, but in English in our country. But we had to, like Amit Trivedi and Amitabh Bhattacharya and Rag Kashyap. So, being part of such projects gives me a lot of excitement because that's where I have to, you know, imagine myself into that spot and be intelligent enough to produce a tune and have this different sound, bring something new, basically.
Okay, okay.
You know, in a Bollywood song, the ideology is different. There's a
Yeah.
story behind
Yeah,
a song. So, however the actress is feeling, you are just singing that. But here you have total freedom to create that, and nobody else has done that ever.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's you who are creating it, and you have to be that original person to be
Sure.
creating it. So I feel for me that is very exciting, and I get
Okay.
goosebumps when I'm talking about it because we don't get to do such songs a lot. I mean, it's not nobody stopping you. You can do that, but such projects make it happen, make it reach to wider audience
Got
is what is exciting about this.
Got it. And you did mention in your earlier collaboration the theme was more to do with a writer's block or a creative block.
Yeah.
Do you encounter something like that, and how do you tackle situations like that?
Oh, well, I think all the time. I feel as artists, we all the time feel like, oh, is it good enough, or what if I could. What if I could be more fragile in this kind of singing? Oh, there I could be more bold and out there. So we are all the time designing our vocals so that the song sounds beautiful. So song is above you. You know, you have to lose yourself, but become that song that you are given to sing. So I've always learned that from Rahman Saab. So from whoever I'm singing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for them, like I had sung a very interesting song called Mona Gasolina for him for Rajnikant's movie. And there he said, I just want you to be a little nasal and twang. I want that. So he wanted that tone.
Yeah.
So I feel like all those things are very exciting for me as a performer. Every time you want to bring something new, and that's what is exciting in a artist's life.
You seem to be very positive and optimistic about everything that you've spoken so far. How do you maintain to stay so positive in times like these that are uncharted for, where there's I would probably describe it as dark times right now. How do you manage to stay so optimistic about everything in life?
Well, I would love to ask you why you call them dark times, but I think for me it's the most exciting time for any musician because I am getting to sing with a hip hop artist. I'm very excited about that. I never dreamt of doing that. Even about I am now planning to do my own independent music. I released last year 2 songs of my own, and I feel like this is most exciting part. We are being part of Bollywood music, pop music, hip hop music. We are able to do what we want to do. We are also, even if you want to do a different rendition and put it out on Instagram as a reel, even that is getting an audience now. So, I mean, for me, I think, yes, I am a very positive person, and I always see that, yes, you can make any situation, you can turn into any dark times into positive times if you want to approach it positively.
Marvelous. And your life has taken sort of different routes and by routes. I believe you were part of an incredible super group called Asma.
Yeah.
And then you have transitioned into something incredible, as you mentioned. So what is the more appropriate way of describing your identity as a musician? How would you, like, say at a mundane level, someone were to come to you and you'd like to introduce yourself? How would you introduce yourself? Like, would you introduce yourself as an indie artist or someone who sings music for the films, or what would be your description of yourself?
I started as a pop artist, and I still am a pop artist, I feel, because in Bollywood, there are so many genres of music. So right from Bang Bang to jazz music in Bombay Velvet to Naino Wale, which is very different, and Meri Jaan. So I feel like the variety, and then Tune Mari entry, very like 6/8 beat and folkish kind of thing. So I feel like I am a pop artist. I just enjoy my Bollywood and pop journey because and also exploring different genres of music every time, because I was brought up with folk music, with classical music, with a lot of film music playing in the house and devotional music playing in the house. So when you're brought up with that, and then I got introduced to international music when I
Okay.
joined ASMA. Until then, I was not listening to a lot of international. So I owe it to Jimmy, Vasudha, Sangeet. They made me listen to Sting and Alanis Morissette
Right.
and all these artists. And that's when I realized, wow, what is this? How do you do a harmony? So I remember Vasudha taught me how to do harmonies. We used to live in the same room for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like as an artist, my journey, as I'm just learning and discovering myself as in when I go. Today I feel I am a Bollywood pop artist, but after 10 years when we meet, I don't know what I'll call myself. Maybe I
Okay.
don't know.
I have one last question for today.
Yes, please.
Down in the distant horizon, what would you like to be remembered as?
I would like to be remembered as a versatile vocalist
Okay.
who sang in multiple languages and also explored multiple genres of music, and who's a fabulous performer on stage as well.
Great. It's been such an incredible blessing, privilege,
Thank
and
you.
an honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.